it's Miss Beth. Today we came up with a list of 6 things you guys can do at home to help you practice. Number 1, you're going to have a limited amount of space, and so you need to make sure you're using that space properly. The first thing you're going to want to do is compare how much space you actually have with how much space you need for the activity you're trying to do. I know that I have about 6 feet by 4 feet of space here, and it's going to take me about 6 feet by 4 feet of space to do a form section. So I know I can successfully practice a form section in the space that I have. Now, compare that with the fact that there are some lights hanging from the ceiling. If I want to do tornado kicks, I might not be comfortable jumping with things hanging down in front of me. So instead of practicing tornado kicks with the space that I have, I might instead want to practice round kicks because those will, 1, help my tornado kicks get better, but 2, not improperly use the space that I have. Number 2 also deals with the fact that you will very likely have limited space when you're practicing. If I'm practicing in my bedroom, it's very unlikely I'm going to be able to do an entire form. So it's really important that I take an extra step and break things down. So instead of doing a whole form, I may just want to practice one section at a time. Now when I'm practicing my sections, I don't want to rush through the whole thing and go really, really fast and not care about my technique. I want to take it slow, maybe do each section 5 times, starting slow, making sure my technique is all correct. Then the next time I go a little bit faster, and the next time I go a little bit faster, making sure that I'm building into my speed, but I'm not losing my foundation. Breaking things down and taking your time in the limited space that you have is really important to practicing. Number 3, use your phone camera. We don't oftentimes at our houses have walls covered in mirrors like we might at our martial arts school, so it might be a little bit hard to imagine how you're going to see your own form and figure out what's going on. If you use your phone camera to record and watch back your tricks, your forms, your sections, whatever you're practicing, you'll be able to see what your strengths and your weaknesses doing those things are and figure out what you can practice next and slowly improve on. Number 4, use your phone timer. When we're practicing in martial arts classes, a lot of times we have instructors telling us what to do and when and for how long, and hold this stretch for 30 seconds, do mountain climbers for a minute. You don't have someone giving you that heavy instruction when you're at home, but you do have a timer on your phone. So if you're not using your phone to record yourself doing forms or whatever it is that you're doing, you can use that timer to make sure you're practicing whatever stretch, whatever conditioning activity, or whatever martial arts practice it is for an adequate amount of time. This makes sure you're not over practicing, but it also makes sure you're not shorting yourself and not practicing long enough. Number 5, focus on your foundation. You won't be able to practice everything. You're just not going to have enough space. You may not have spotters for tricks. You're not going to have the same resources that you did at your martial arts school when you were training there. That's okay, so focus on what you can do and focus on the things you can do correctly. For example, if I don't have enough room to practice my tornado kicks because I'm traveling forward on them, or I don't have enough room to jump as high as I would like, that's okay, because I can practice my round kicks and I can practice my crescent kicks in the space that I have. Those are 2 things that build into my tornado kicks that I have the space to do, and I know how to break them down so I can do them correctly. This will enable me to do my tornado kicks properly when I do have the space and the resources to practice them again. Number 6, make sure you're stretching and conditioning at home. During this time when we're not able to go train in our martial arts classes, taking care of your physical health is the single most important thing that you can do. If you're not healthy, if you're not feeling good, coming back when it's time is going to be so much more difficult and so much more frustrating. Taking a little bit of time to stretch and condition is going to make you feel better during this break time, and it's going to make it easier when it is time to return. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in a comment below. Be sure to like this video, and thanks for watching.